Welcome back to the Young and Argumentative podcast. Today we will be discussing what is the best Netflix original. So Mark is joining us through a call today due to social distancing regulations, so I apologize if it sounds a little cellular.
Right. Alright, Mark, you want to give us your opinion first?
Alright, so my top Netflix show, my number one is You, the show You.
Good choice.
I'm sure some of you have not seen it because it's not a very popular show on Netflix. So for the sake of picking kind of popular shows, my second favorite is Stranger Things. And I know that's kind of like overrated, but you know, it's still a good show. I enjoyed it. Yeah, so let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Good choice. Good choices, I should say. Who's going next? You or me?
You go next, Aidan.
I'll go next. So I got you guys covered for every single category, whether you're looking for a thriller, something educational, or something just funny. I'll start off with the comedic category. I have both of Bo Burnham's Netflix specials. They're essentially just his stand-up comedy routines. I just really like it because he's the most creative comedian out there. I might even say he's...
Bold statements.
...the most creative comedian to ever exist.
Oh.
So one of his Netflix originals is called Make Happy, which is my personal favorite. Then the other one is called What? And he just has a really creative routine. He even incorporates his piano playing and singing abilities throughout the whole special. So that's my favorite in the comedy category. My second favorite, this is for education, is Night on Earth. It's a nature documentary, and it pretty much just talks about the nocturnal world of animals. And so I've fallen asleep watching this just because it's so soothing. I watch it on my monitor every single night.
What a creep.
I'm sorry. It helps me. It helps my brain not turn to mush throughout this break from school. And now, should I say my my other one? I might get roasted. I know this is definitely not a popular show. I may even say it's hated among some people, but it's 13 Reasons Why. I just think it's a really good show. It has super good plot. Obviously, if you are dealing with depression or something like that, it may not be the right show for you, but I don't know. I feel like it molds people to be better and to be more aware of their actions and how they treat others. That's just my opinion.
Okay, it's my turn. I didn't go as try hard with Aidan, or as Aidan, but mine is just going to be Daybreak. It's a zombie apocalypse show. It's pretty violent, and
is that why you like it?
No, that's not why I like it. No, it's pretty good. I don't like the ending much. I'm not going to spoil that. But, yeah, it's about, like, high schoolers. Yeah, high schoolers during the zombie apocalypse and, like, after a bomb drops or whatever. And, yeah, so it's pretty good. I thought it was an interesting take. I haven't really seen anything like it before. Of course, like, there's a bunch of Walking Dead stuff, but it was different than that. And, I'd honestly, I don't even watch Netflix originals that much, but I'd say that's the best one I've seen.
I've never actually seen it, but I'll give it a try for your sake.
I got through like the first 5 episodes, and I couldn't watch it anymore because I was so bored.
Oh, no, he was too scared of the violence, that's why.
Cyrus is more intellectual, so only he can understand the show.
What? Alright, so... how about we go ahead and critique the other choices? Do you have anything for Aidan and what he said?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I have something real quick. I like, for 13 Reasons Why, the concept and, like, the thought to the show is really good. Like, it's really good to raise awareness for depression and suicide and everything. It's just the way that they portrayed it, I guess, was kind of odd. I feel. I don't know. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I guess it can sort of make you... I guess it can kind of appear like they're glorifying suicide because of all the people she blames for it, and how like she kind of gets satisfaction out of that.
I didn't really like the blaming. Yeah, no, that seemed like it wasn't very good to show that. Mm-hmm. It was, I don't know. It seems like blaming people. Like, sure, some of them were responsible in some aspects, but like they weren't responsible for the actual choice of suicide.
One thing they did well was they took off the actual like when she kills herself off of Netflix.
Yeah, but that was I had already seen that. That was out for several months when I saw it.
But dude, sometimes like I'm at school and I say something to somebody, I'm just like, crap, like I hope they don't kill themselves tonight. I'm not even kidding. Like I honestly, my mind goes there sometimes after watching the show.
Well, I think it's good to raise awareness, but like if you're scared like that, why? First off, what are you saying that you're really scared someone's gonna...
It's not even that bad, but the show put, like, the fear of God in me, so I'm just scared of how I treat others and what I say to others.
I think rather than fear, it should give you empathy, because, like, come on. That seems a little extreme for me.
Like, what I say, it may not be horrible, but it could be their last straw.
Hey, Mark, what were your choices again? It was Stranger Things, and what else? You. Yeah.
Called You.
Yeah, for Stranger Things, I have seen the first 2 seasons, and I don't know, they were all right for the first season. It was a pretty fulfilling plot, but I feel like they have some really milked out parts, and then they do have a good relationship between what's that guy. Dustin, is that Dustin and Steve? I think that was the name. But that's a good relationship. But it seems like the whole romantic part of it and some of the plot is
it's a little cringy.
Yeah. I think that might be some of the point, but it's also like it relies too much on nostalgia, I feel.
But I do like your choice for You. That's a very, very good series.
Yeah. I actually just finished it like 2 nights ago. I was waiting to watch the last episode. I kind of disappointed with the very last episode.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's all I have to say about You so far.
Yeah. Okay. Still got 10 minutes for Emily, right?
Yeah, so we just gotta stall a little bit.
Yeah,
We chillin'.
I have a few things to say.
All right, go ahead.
I mean, I'm kind of going out of order, but I'll talk about my things first.
Mm-hmm.
So, I said this before. Stranger Things is everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, it's the best show ever," and it got like it got overhyped up, I guess, for like season 2 and 3. And after I really liked the first season, and then everybody hyped it up. And I started watching the second season, and like 3 episodes in, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't watch this. It's so boring."
Mm-hmm.
And then when it started to die down, I started watching again, and I just got back into it. And then the third season definitely picked it back up. So
yeah,
that's mostly why I like Stranger Things.
In terms of Stranger Things, I think it was overly hyped. You were right when you said it was overrated. The romance was cringy and it wasn't good. But when it comes to 13 Reasons Why, I know this was Aidan's. I think it might be a little bit too controversial in that like it gives people impressions of like real life situations that aren't actually that common. Of course, this varies a lot. I know I haven't experienced really,
and we go to a Christian school.
Yeah, right. Well, and even in town, I mean, you might encounter drugs, but like, I really haven't heard of any suicides in the area. Have you?
Suicides? I know I've heard of some in the town. There's a lot of suicides at downtown east. That's like.
I feel like there was one recently at another Christian school around here, but I forget which one.
There could have been, but I know downtown east they've had like 5 suicides over the past year or something.
Yeah, and what I'm worried about is the idea of blaming someone so much that they are responsible for your death, or trying to add more not impact, but add a reason for suicide when really it's a horrible thing and it hurts a lot of people. And I think they don't show. I haven't watched season 2 or season 3.
Oh, you're missing out.
Yeah,
you should get on there.
Yeah, me neither.
Do they show more of the impact on the parents at least?
Yeah, season 2 is pretty much there's a court case, and it's the parents talking about whether or not it's the school's fault or not that led to her suicide. So it shows how devastated the parents are, and then it also shows another kid who slowly becomes more and more depressed, and then it finally attempts the school shooting. So it touches on that, then it touches on a character, Justin Foley's heroin addiction, and not just heroin, but I don't even know what he's on. He's on several things. And then in the 3rd season, it touches on murder, so kind of turns into a Riverdale murder mystery.
Oh, yeah, I don't like Riverdale either, I'll be honest.
But, I mean, the 3rd season, it's less murder mystery. I guess it's...
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but it's also talking about what can lead a high schooler to kill somebody, I guess.
Right. And even... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, I was just going to say, going back to the season 1 that you were talking about, Cyrus.
Yeah.
It's kind of encouraging people to blame others if you're depressed or
it's a lack of responsibility. And while suicide, I feel for anyone who has depressive thoughts, that's an awful thing, and everyone should feel comfortable sharing that with someone they're close to. But I think blaming someone is not a good way to cope with it, because then you're saying, well, I'm depressed and it's all that person's fault. And so there's depression mixed with hate and blame, and that's not a good mix. And I think it might encourage some people who are somewhat depressed to go to the extreme and start blaming people for things that are just situations, and I think that's a common thing, is to blame people rather than to take responsibility for some things.
I also feel...
It's they focus more on revenge rather than finding help.
Right.
I feel it's a good show for parents and their kid to watch together, because it kind of gives parents an insight as to what their kid may be going through, so that can open doors so they can have conversations with their children. I think that's definitely a good, outcome from that show.
It is. I don't like that it requires a show like 13 Reasons Why to motivate parents to be active, but it's definitely true that parents should try to be active enough in their kids' lives to know how they're feeling and what's going on in their lives. Because a lot of things happen at school that I wouldn't tell my parents about, but it's not anything I'm depressed about, but it's just, it's either boring or not even worth mentioning. So I think the show is good in some aspects, but it's also kind of a shame that it went to the extremes that it did.
Yeah, I'll touch... My response to Stranger Things, when I was maybe 12 or 13, I know it came out, and my mom made my dad watch it with me to monitor, I guess, if there were inappropriate scenes, even though I don't remember. There's one
part in season 1.
Yeah. But I don't really remember anything too horrible in it. But I remember my dad would fall asleep. My dad would fall asleep every single time we tried to watch it, and it kind of just ruined the whole experience for me. I did enjoy it, but I feel like if I were to watch it now without my dad, it would be a lot more enjoyable than it initially was.
Yep.
That's my take on it.
All right, we can get Wenger on this.
All right, so we put up a questionnaire on Instagram, and Emily Wenger responded to it, and she wants to be featured on this podcast. She did research. She was sending me Snapchats today with, like, 2 pages full of notes, so, I mean, this should be good. I will get her on the phone.
Netflix episodes?
Yeah.
Pulling a BB, I guess.
Alright.
Alright, Emily Wenger. How should I set this up? Should I put it up to your mic or my mic? Cause
Your mic.
Cyrus.
Should I
What?
turn on the pillows?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cyrus, do you tell your parents about how you get bullied in math class?
Oh, right, yeah.
For being a nerd.
By Cody. Shut up! Yeah.
Let's move this back a little bit. Okay. We're calling Emily Wenger. Let's hope she picks up the first time, unlike BB.
She's gonna be... It's like one ring and then she's on.
Yeah. Oh! Welcome to the Young and Argumentative podcast. I am Aidan Stratton.
I'm Cyrus Stratton.
Mark?
I'm Mark Combs.
Today we're discussing favorite Netflix originals, and we were wondering what your response to that would be.
Well, I've thought a lot about this, and I stand by my case that To All the Boys I've Loved Before is by far the best Netflix original movie.
Don't you laugh, Mark. That's actually no, it's actually a good. It's good.
Mark's
It's really
offended.
good. I didn't say it, but it's good. And what are your reasons for that being the best Netflix original?
Okay, I will start. The soundtrack is phenomenal.
That's
Let's
important.
just get that out there. The soundtrack is great. It's also based on books, so it wasn't Netflix's plot line. So they had more of a structure to go on.
Yeah.
And they're great books if you haven't read them.
You've read them too?
Yes.
Oh man.
And it also got a sequel.
Yeah, I saw that. It was
sequels.
it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I remember I was at work and like some coworker recommended it to me. I'm like, oh, it sounds like some stupid like
Romance?
12-year-old girl movie, but I was actually like crying. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was fire.
Yeah. They have a huge audience
Yeah.
for these movies. Another great reason why it's the best is because in the 2010s we don't have many teen movies like these movies. We find ourselves watching the old 80s movies and the early 2000s. This is a movie of its time, and it's for our generation.
Yeah.
And that's great. We don't see a lot of those movies anymore.
So you sound like you have a lot more reasoning behind your choices, but would you like to hear me, Cyrus's, and Mark's choices for the best Netflix original?
Sure.
All right, Cyrus, you go ahead. Tell her yours.
All right.
Yeah.
I chose... I will give a disclaimer. I don't really watch Netflix originals that much. Honestly, if I'm going to watch something, it's usually on Hulu or like Disney+. But I chose Daybreak. I don't know if you've seen that. It's like a zombie apocalypse thing.
I've seen previews for it.
Oh, okay. Mark, what is yours again?
Well, I was under the impression that we had to find TV shows, so I'm looking on Netflix right now for a good movie. But my TV shows were, I had two. I had the show You, I don't know if you've seen it, and then I had Stranger Things.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Stranger Things.
Yeah, Stranger Things. I mean, I heard it's good. My favorite, I divided it into 3 categories, so I had comedy, education, and drama, I guess. So, the comedy was Bo Burnham's 2 specials, What and Make Happy, his stand-up comedy specials on Netflix. Then education was Night on Earth, it's a nature documentary. And you may hate me for this decision, but for my drama, I chose 13 Reasons Why.
Oh my word.
No, the amount of times I cried during that show, it was unreal. It was unreal. Dude.
Yeah. I did come up with some honorable mentions.
Oh, yes.
That are like great movies that almost made it. The sequel, To All the Boys I've Loved Before. P.S. I Still Love You.
Yeah.
The Perfect Date. Murder Mystery. Dumpling. The Umbrella Academy. The Crown. Marriage Story. Brain on Fire.
Holy.
Extremely Wicked. Shockingly Evil and Vile, and The Great British Baking Show because it was picked up by Netflix.
That's a good show.
And finally, Unicorn Store.
Wow.
Okay, so I don't think I've seen any of those.
I recommend them
No,
all.
how have you not watched The Great British Baking Show, dude?
I haven't
That's
watched
so
it,
good.
honestly.
Makes me so hungry.
I'm going to be,
I know.
in Mrs. Cole's class, I am going to be baking some stuff for the June term.
The June term.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they actually do have a lot of good culinary shows on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it, but Cooking on High, it's a really good
I've
Netflix
seen
movie.
it, yes.
That's a good show. If you guys don't know what Cooking on High is, it's where the contestants have to make marijuana-infused dishes and serve it to the judges. So, obviously, the first chef is gonna get a lot more fair critique than the last one.
I feel like there's a lack of complexity after they eat the first couple dishes.
Dude, because when you're... not that I have been high before, but when you're high, you get the munchies. So they're probably just like...
Eating
settle for
anything. Yeah.
By the end of the show.
Yeah.
A great show. Great show. Well, thank you for joining us on the Young and Argumentative podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. All right, have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, that was good. I like that. So, I know this is kind of getting away from the Netflix originals, but I feel like most of the Netflix originals, they start out pretty well. What do you guys think? I think from all the ones that I've seen, they've started out pretty well.
Yeah, sometimes they crash and burn, which is a problem, but usually you can't go wrong with the first season of a Netflix original.
Yeah.
Besides, apparently, you guys hating the first season of 13 Reasons Why.
No, I liked the first season, and then I started watching the second season,
Oh.
and it just, I don't know, I just lost.
I didn't understand any of the hype. Like, I watched the first season and I'm like, it's fine, but like I'm not honestly moved or
You
I'm not
didn't cry?
No. What? I didn't feel any compassion. They didn't give any good reason to have besides okay, hold up. I did have some compassion.
Cyrus Stratton.
No. They made her way too guilty through the blaming. That I had no compassion because she was blaming people, and especially with what was his name, Clay
Jensen.
I didn't feel like he had done much to get that letter. It's
what do you mean? Oh, his tape.
Yeah, his tape. My bad. The letter.
Yeah,
Tape.
I did find a problem with that, but I guess you just put him down on the tape so he would finally receive them and I guess get reasoning behind it.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't. While I understood the amount of like horrible situations she was in, I didn't appreciate the blaming. That made me really dislike her.
I mean, there's a couple people that just made a simple mistake but are good people overall, but people like Bryce Walker, that dude deserved a tape. That guy should die.
I don't think anyone liked him. There's that one fan out there who's like, he was the best.
Dude, okay, honestly, in the third season he redeemed himself, but...
I haven't watched it.
You ever see, like, some actor that played a really horrible person in a movie or show and you just want to kill them in real life? Like, if you ever came across him, you just want to, like, beat the crap out of him? That's me with that dude.
Wow. So...
I got a quick question.
Okay, go ahead.
What scenes did you cry at in 13 Reasons Why?
Oh my,
Like,
there was
first
so
season.
many. So obviously when she first commits suicide, and then...
First, that makes it sound like she reincarnated or
she,
something.
She reincarnated just to commit suicide. Yeah, so I cried at that. In the second season... Oh, and I should also... Yeah, I guess this is still the second season. In the second season, there's another school dance, and the song The Night We Met comes on, and that was a song that Clay and Hannah had danced to. But in the second season, The Night We Met played again for the second school dance after her death, and Clay just started crying, dude. I was a mess. I was crying in my room, and my little brother came in. He's like, "What are you doing?" Another scene I cried at was Tyler. He's kind of, I guess, the outcast of the school, and he was going to shoot up the school before Clay stopped him, and he was just sobbing, and he made a suicide tape. Or not suicide tape. Well, I guess it is suicide.
Like a
homicide and suicide tape. To his parents, and that was really sad. And then in the third season, Bryce tries to change himself a little bit, and there's one scene with his mother and him where he just starts crying and telling her about, I don't know, he's just crying, and I guess that's the first time his mother saw him emotional like that. It was just really sad for me. So, I may be emotionally unstable, but...
Definitely. Now this one isn't anywhere near my favorite, but I think it's called The Letter to the King or something. You guys might have seen it or not, but I think it was a perfect example of why I don't like Netflix originals. It started out well, and it builds up the protagonist like, oh, he's not physically strong, but like he has magic powers or something, and then in the end he's completely worthless, and he's only like a hand to hold for the new protagonist, and so like you just lose all love for the protagonist because it's like, oh, you're worthless to the entire society now. You're just like there. And I feel like it starts off well, but then it tries to give you a twist, and it doesn't go well for the whole series because it derails the plot.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen it, so I don't have the...
What is your least favorite Netflix original?
Oh.
There's a lot of bad ones.
That's actually kind of tough.
I gotta think about this. I know I have some least favorites.
See, I think that's the thing. When it comes to Netflix originals, there's so many that like everyone has a different favorite.
Let me look on Netflix.
But it's tough to decide which one is the worst.
Orange is the New Black sucks.
Oh yeah.
That Orange is the New Black sucks.
Never watched it.
Good. Refrain. All right, I'm looking through some Netflix originals.
Yeah, no, I had to research. I'm like, which ones are even Netflix originals? I forget.
We should just
Oh, you know what? You know a good TV series I just found on Netflix.
What?
Or I'm looking on Netflix right now, and I just came upon it. It's called Living with Yourself. It's Paul Rudd.
Oh, that.
You know what?
I actually really like that. That's the one where like he clones himself.
Mm-hmm. I haven't watched it. No.
Yeah.
I liked Emily Wenger's idea for honorable mentions. My honorable mention is Big Mouth. Big Mouth, what are you doing?
Yeah. Not much to say about that. It was good, but yeah. I don't really know who the show was like directed towards.
Oh,
like,
right, yeah.
I mean, it's either
like what audience?
Probably like high school guys, or just creepy old people. Creepy old men.
Whoa!
I feel like if you're like 50 years old saying you watch Big Mouth, you just look like a creep, dude. Like a creep, because it's about... but it's really funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I guess it's more of like a comedic type thing, right? Because it's not like a really compelling plot or anything in any of the episodes.
No.
He started crying during one of them.
They have original songs, and they're actually super good. It's insane. It's the best, I guess, animated adult cartoon.
Oh, so it's like a high school Phineas and Ferb.
Pretty much. It's a middle school. No, it's like Phineas and Ferb, except worse.
Oh,
worse
okay.
as in, like, raunchier.
Yeah.
Because the kids are in middle school.
Right.
It's like 6th grade or 7th grade.
No, I know, but I would hope not too many middle schoolers are watching that. Or else they're gonna... Yeah, no, or else we're gonna get weirder middle schoolers.
If you're growing up watching that show...
I hope none of the middle schoolers at our school watch it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I don't need some kid being weirder.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, alright.
I would actually say that Black Mirror is a honorable mention for me.
Yes.
Although, yeah, a lot of people I know that don't like it, but I kind of like how each episode is like all different, and there's like a different twist kind of thing. Yeah, That's just my honorable mention.
What would you say your favorite episode of that show is?
I know everybody liked Shut Up and Dance for some reason.
Dude, that
I
one's
don't really like
freaky.
it.
That one's
It was
freaky.
weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at the episodes real quick. I think I have a favorite. Hold on.
Wait, so did we decide which ones were the worst?
I don't think we did.
No?
I didn't like the Letter to the King. It really flopped for me.
I'm gonna try to find my favorite episode of that show. You ever watch Black Mirror, Cyrus?
No.
You gotta watch that. Seems like something you'd like.
That's pretty weird.
I'm gonna say my favorite episode of that show is Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2. Or 15 Million Merits.
That's pretty...
Which one's the 15 million merits?
That's the one, it's like, where they kind of live as slaves, and they have to bike a lot. Like that one, where they have to go on the talent show.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's a good one.
I haven't seen the Rachel, Jack, and Ashley. I have like 3 more that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, or is that the season 5?
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
I've seen Striking Vipers.
That's a good
That one was weird.
It's really weird, yeah.
That's like a more extreme, weirder Twilight Zone, right?
Yeah, it's, I guess the main premise or theme.
Because like a new thing every time,
Yeah.
every episode.
Yeah, and the main theme is how technology could advance and then be used against us, I guess.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, Mark disagrees?
Mark disagrees.
What do you think it's about, Mark?
No, I wasn't disagreeing. I was trying to... No. I was trying to figure out...
Oh, no.
Mark's about to
I was
disagree.
trying to
Come
figure
on,
out
Mark.
which episode was my favorite.
Yeah, because pretty much every episode takes place in the future, I think.
Yeah. I like... Wait, what is it called? Hold on. Crap, where is it? I like, I don't think this is my favorite, but I like, Playtest.
Dude, that's
the one where that guy, like, goes in, like, it's like a really, extreme VR kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. It's not necessarily scary, but it's good.
No, yeah.
Because not all of them, I guess, are meant to scare you necessarily. Just to make you think.
Yeah. I also kind of like the USS Callister.
Yeah.
It was kind of creepy, but I kind of liked it. The idea.
Yeah.
It's probably just because I like Star Wars. I mean, it's more like Star Trek, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into that.
Did you like the Black Museum one?
What season is that? Oh,
It's where she has to charge her electric car, and then she stumbles, like in the middle of the desert, and then she stumbles across a museum called the Black Museum.
I don't think I've seen that one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm not gonna spoil it.
No, I did come up with a final topic that we could ask about is what do you think is the best platform? Netflix, Hulu,
Oof.
Disney Plus,
Oh no.
anything else? Any other platforms that you would think could contend? Like,
Red.
no, YouTube we're not counting.
YouTube Red.
YouTube is like it's so much content that's just unfair to.
No, but let's decide between Disney Plus, Hulu, and Netflix.
Yeah. Personally, I like a lot of the nostalgia that can come from Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And they do have a couple good shows going, or at least I already watched The Mandalorian. Of course, you do have to kind of like Star Wars, I guess, but
Yeah.
yeah, I liked Mandalorian and Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Hulu is alright, but it has a lot of really like they're either old shows or like really weird.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't seem like they were that popular when they were out. Like some of them are just like it's one of those things that you see your parents watching. It's like, why would you ever watch that? Like
Yeah.
that's so lame. What would you say?
I think my favorite is Disney Plus.
Okay.
Solely because, well, actually, there's 2 reasons. One, it has Star Wars in it, and I'm a Star Wars fan. And 2, it has the most movies that I have cried to.
But you have cried to?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't cry to many movies, but Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4.
No.
Dude.
Okay.
I've seen both of them, and I didn't cry at them.
This is an unpopular let me restart. This is an unpopular opinion from Aidan Stratton. Toy Story 3 was a perfect ending to the series, and Toy Story 4...
they should have ended it.
They just should have not made
definitely.
that movie. They should have not made that movie.
There was no need to,
I still thought it was a really good movie. If they were going to have a sequel to the third, they did really well, but they shouldn't have altogether.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say... Oh, this is difficult. I'm going to say Netflix, then Hulu, then Disney+. I've had like a free month subscription to Disney+, and I really didn't like it.
What'd you try watching?
It's not even that. It's just that I don't really like superheroes or Star Wars or anything like that, so I guess it's kind of an opinionated answer. But yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of the Marvel movies, I guess. Just none of that is...
I like the archive they have, because they have just about every Disney show ever.
Yeah.
So that I like is because you can show it to maybe your younger siblings, or it's good if you want nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. What do you guys think of Hulu? Because I just don't know what to watch in that thing.
Well,
I don't have it, so I can't give an opinion.
Here are my recommendations. So Malcolm in the Middle used to be on Netflix. That is kind of an older show. It was like 2000 to 2006.
Yeah, it's an older show.
I mean, it's like...
It is older.
It's not recent. It's like 2000 to 2000. So, it's like...
That's 15 years ago, right? Around
it's as old
15.
As us. It's as old as us. A little older. But yeah, I used to watch it on Netflix. I remember I would just be so excited to watch the next episode of that show. It was one of my favorite shows that I've ever watched through. And after it got taken off Netflix, I cried. And then I found it was on Hulu, so I watched that on Hulu still. Mm-hmm. Then another good show I would recommend to watch on Hulu is The Wonder Years, which is a really good show. I don't know. I think it was filmed in like late 80s, early 90s, maybe a little before that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a good show. And then Netflix, you just can't really beat it because they have their originals are way better than Hulu, and they just have a better selection. They have The Office.
Yeah, they have all the like cult following shows, like Office, Parks and Rec. What else? Brooklyn Nine-Nine or whatever. Yeah. That's on Hulu, or is it on Netflix? I think it's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu. That's not on Netflix.
Yeah, that's on Hulu.
Friends is on Netflix, and that's one of those shows.
Yeah, I know, but they have a big audience because of those type of shows. Yeah. But yeah, it's almost like everyone has a Netflix account. Yeah. That, or they leech off of someone else.
Yeah.
But
that's what I do. No. Yeah, I remember I used to have a Netflix account with not five other people, but there was I had a couple friends on it. It was just a party. Yeah. Also, if you are a Netflix fan, here's my recommendation to you. Download the app Rave. I just got it recently, and I've been using it every night. If you go on Rave, you can essentially have a watch party with one of your friends. They can join your watch party, and you can watch whatever Netflix show you want with a live chat. So, that's what I've been doing.
Sounds illegal.
Over coronation. Yep, that's a.
I suppose it's not illegal though, because you're just sharing your Netflix account basically. Except even then, you're watching it at the same time, so it's like you're sharing a movie with someone.
Yeah, it's just like if they were over your house and you were watching it.
One less way to be physically connected.
No, I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you can't even really hang out with people over this stupid break, so I've been doing that.
Right. Speaking of which, we're gonna start our stupid home assignments soon.
Yeah.
On Monday. That's fun.
Then I can't watch Netflix anymore.
Well, no, you can. You just might fail your classes.
I don't know if my grades are gonna get better or worse over this.
Oh yeah, no. I am a verbal learner, so I'm gonna struggle there.
Yeah, I'm not self-motivated.
No, when I did online school, I failed.
Dude, even if you get like a 4.0 GPA, that's gonna bring you down.
Yeah. I did not do well at all online. I think I'm probably gonna struggle because I need to speak out loud when I'm learning, or I need to ask questions. Like I need the verbal ability to
Yeah.
share. But yeah.
Gotta help out. Oh yeah, and everybody that you carry in Algebra 2 is gonna fail.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh my.
Yeah, Dylan's gonna drop off fast.
Do you guys think we're actually going back April 6th though?
But we're supposed to. I don't know.
Do you think we're going to though?
I think so. I really hope
Do you
so.
think we're
'cause
gonna what?
I do not want to do online for long. I do not want to be on there for long.
Mark, do you think we're going back April 6th?
We're going back to school.
Do you think we will actually go back April 6th?
April. It's a hard question. It all depends.
They think that they have a good way to get rid of the coronavirus. I think like they're starting out these trials.
I know Trump said that he wants everybody back in work by Easter.
Well, yeah, that's not a bad goal. I think that's.
When is Easter? It's like the 12th? I don't know.
I
No,
completely
it's
forget.
Not that early, is it?
No, it's pretty early in April.
Yeah, well, hopefully school's back. Dude, and our Easter break, it might be taken away.
Oh yeah, are we just doing school announcements right now?
Oh yeah, I guess we are.
So guys, we're back in school, April 6th.
If you're listening to this, Mr. Smoker, I love you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Smoker.
The best teacher at Stoga Christian School. Honorable mention.
You just gave away our... we're gonna get stalked. How about you edit that out?
You told them we're located in Morgantown.
Did I actually say that?
You're like, I don't know about many suicides in Morgantown.
No, I said in this area.
Oh no, I think
I don't know.
Morgantown.
Whatever.
Now you know where to find us.
Motown.
What's your address, Cyrus?
I'm not giving that away.
You get fan mail.
Yeah. We need to get a P.O. box.
P.O. box, just our house address.
Yeah.
Oh my.
All right. You guys have any other things you want to talk about, or are you good?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm satisfied with how that went.
All right. Well, I'm Cyrus Stratton.
I'm Aidan Stratton.
And I'm Mark Combs.
We're signing off.